Hello, this is teddygaming here, and welcome back to another read-through on the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles TMNT IDW TMNT and Ghostbusters 2 issue number 1. So yeah, in last through we saw the turtles stop a alien invasion, then they got returned to home after putting Krang away for lifetime for war crimes. Yeah, so let's get into this one. Let's go. And before we do get started, if you do like this content and want to see more from this channel, please do make sure to subscribe, like and turn on post notifications. Now let's get on with the video. I don't care what you think can get done by Thursday, Billy. I need the project completed tomorrow. Well, that's why they call them deadlines, Billy. Oh, not you. I think I just stepped in something. Yes, Billy, I know where scrupulous Well, that sounds like our cue. What? Not so fast, my friend. It's time to pay the check. Tap out. What was that? If I feel so good. Just a little concentrated mood slime. Nothing to be concerned about. I had made sure that little bugger didn't attempt a false position and... Hello. Hang on, Bill. Say, Ghostbusters, can I buy some of that pink stuff? Nope, you have a nice day now, ma'am. Oh man, I feel dead. You do look a little rough. Yeah, I don't know, man. Maybe I'm a little burnt out. I hear ya. As much as I love this city and all its charms, I could sure use a good change of pace. Sound like that Scandinavian warlock case, with all the globetrottering, if that's just the right kind of thing for my money. You need help, Ray? My professional help, and I'm more than qualified to prove it. I'll even give you a discount on my rate, you know, as a friend. Pass. What? I have a legitimate degree. I'm misusing it. Oh, come on, another call already? What are you gonna do? I mean, we all know the psychokinetic energy, and so then ghosts make up the installation between dimension planes. And you sure you told us? So much pops through when we uncoupled our own dimension from the one in it was stuck, the resulting, bruiser. We're going to Mary Hill, by the way, a bruiser pod of work. Can't help yourself, can you? Was your mother also into explosion? Stop it. You know, you've been saying installations between dimensions stuff for years, making me wonder. Don't you dare wind them up, Winston. I'm serious. Could that installation be purgatory or something like that? I don't know. I mean, there are maybe some pockets with enough of it or consciousness to resemble that. Wouldn't it be neat to find out? No. This cannot be allowed to stand. Look. That damn mutant rodent and his ninjas have taken over half the city. My city. Darius, I'm really starting to regret showing you how to look on your old stomping grounds. Most of us only watch over family and friends, you know. Don't paranoize me, Bronson. That monstrosity had me killed and then stole everything I built. He took my legacy. That's more important than family. I'd go to any length to even the score. If I could just reach through these magic windows of yours, Well, I mean, I might know one way to reach back out and get revenge, I guess, but... No buts. You infernal creature, tell me! Look, I've been here a while. I've heard about beings who can travel through dimensions at will. They exit only to hunt and capture, and they say no more. How do I contact them? Darius, you don't want to rush into this. There is an awful cost to summoning them, even for ghosts. Blah! Blast your cost. No price could be too high for this. He disrespected me. He ordered my death. He took over my life work. I will strike him where it hurts the most. I will watch him write and suffer until he begs for mercy. And then I will force him to suffer yet again. Now, I will ask you once more. How do I get in touch with these entities? Much later, and several dimensions planes away. How about now? Nah, that's no good. How many replies, would ya? Needle nose. I wish I would recalibrate the sensor array, set up a monitor emergent to extra-dimensional incursions was an easy as find a working security measure for our own transdimensional portal. I thought the levels of difficulty is comparable. I was being sarcastic. Still. Well, that's done. Now we just need to... Oh. What was that? So I'm trying to cross over. Look. I made it. Donatello? What are you doing here? Weapons? Alright, and well, the short version is my brothers and I were just attacked. We were about to return to our New York from Dimension X. This place that, well, that's a long story. Point is, we were about to go home, and that's when we heard this creepy laughter. We saw some kind of, I guess, extra-dimensional entities flying in front of us. At first they looked almost like people, and we wondered if they were a kind of Dimension X native that we hadn't met yet. Mikey wanted to hang back and say hello. Until they morphed into, well, scary versions of us. We didn't even have time to process how weird this was, even for us before we were attacked. They were clumsy, but it didn't matter, because we couldn't touch them. Didn't take much to realise we needed help, so I reset the transporter controls to a point here. You knew our Pacific dimensional coordinates off the top of your head? Well, we have kept in touch, but tell us more about these entities. They sound familiar. Oh, I found you. Oh no. The collectors? I thought they were gone. Our encounter with them ended with our final resolution, Ray. That's right, you're right. They'll just call back to their own plane of existence. Well, they can pay the piper now. Suck and modify particles, romantic menace. We remember you. Help, guys. The mutants are ours. Stay out of this, or we will turn our attention back to you. Better call for others. Are you messing with me right now? No, but they same extra-dimensional entities the ones abducted us have apparently targeted our ninja friends. The question is, why? I mean, who'd send that kind of firepower after the turtles? It's practically absurd. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Ray. Why draw the absurdity line at the demons? I mean, didn't they bring one with them when we met? Big ball looking fella? Back on point, Pete. How do we help? I don't know. I don't want to see those kids stuck in limbo. The collectors left behind trace ectoplasm when they came for Donatello. A simple analysis should yield the dimensional frequency for their prison dimension. Though I admit, the thought of opening that door makes me uneasy. Several muscle groups are currently contacting in every uncomfortable manner. Yours and mine both. We still got a problem though. Even if we get the turtles out, the collectors are just gonna come after them again, and our gear didn't have much of an effect on them before. This is on Ray. It's his fault. This is what happens when you ask the universe for more adventure. Yeah, maybe don't worry. I think I know just what needs to be done. Donnie, dude, did you get help? Does it look like he got help, Mikey? Hey, he might have. Did ya? Well, I did get to the Ghostbusters, but nothing. Right. I frickin' knew it. Relax, Rav. Relax? In case you missed it, we're stuck in some kind of ghost jail, Leo. Yes, we are. And we all need to remain calm. Get our bearings, chart the territory, and start working on an escape plan. There isn't one. You four won't be getting out of here, ever. I'm going to break you, and in doing so, I'll break your father's heart. Wait, what? Father? Who are you, dude? I am the man who refused to bow to the Foot Clan. I am the man who died for it. It's there is done. No. Amazing, isn't it? I must admit, there are some definitive advantage to my ghostly status. I can watch a world of the living in any time I want, all the while playing one hell of a revenge against my enemies. And you four, you're what that loves most. More than anything in the world, you're his heart. That's why you're here. Your father will never see you again. Even if he scours the earth, he won't find you. Instead, he'll grow old and desperate, and then wither and die without ever knowing what happened. And his will destroy him. And I'll witness it all, each torturous moment, every new pain inflicted, bringing me one step closer to vengeance. When Splinter is dead at last, if you four last that long, perhaps I'll release you then. Or perhaps not. You can't be serious. That could be decades. He's not gonna leave us here for that long, is he? Guy's a stinking nut job. He's angry, Raph. And after what happened with Father the last time we saw him, I can't say his anger isn't justified. But that's the past, and it's not gonna help us now. We need to find food, water, shelter in case we're here for a while. I've got a better idea. Why don't we get you guys out of here? Yes! Alright, Donnie! You totally came through. Yeah, nice work, nerd bro. Let's just get out of here, and we can... Huh? I'm afraid it's not going to be quite that simple, but this on and then step through. You can all fill you in on the rest of you. Hang back a bit. Hang back? What's going on, Winston? It's complicated, man. Those things that grabbed you, we dealt with them before. If we're gonna get you out of here permanently, it will take some doing. And wait till I tell you just how much it's gonna take. Egon, you did it! Wait, all this stuff wasn't here before? No, let's go upstairs. What's going on with the helmet? I'm assuming it keeps the glowing monsters from finding me, but why didn't you send more for others? The helmet are part of a fellow psychic communication system Ray and I repurpose. Now to the collectors. You'll read it as Winston, as vice versa, and they'll think you tells are all still trapped, but they'll figure out the switch sooner or later. I see. It's temporary camouflage. Correct. You will need stand-ins to keep the illusion alive, and even so, they see through the ruse eventually. If we want to free you all from the threat of the collectors, we need to take them out of the equation permanently. I had an idea how to do that, but it involves questions about transdimensional mechanics that you're better equipped to answer than Ray. That's why we sort you out. Hang on. If Winston is my stand-in, so the collectors think I'm there, what did Ray and Peter go over for? They're there as a distraction. As I said, given time, the collectors would easily see through the crude ruse the helmets provide, so time is something we can't give them. The coordinate provide a direct link to our own transdimensional portal, allow remotely accessing jumps. These jumps will further obscure your presence here. You see, while it's true the collectors can easily travel to any dimensions, they do have a weakness. They work as a single unity, so three different trails randomly hopping through the dimensions. It makes things harder for them to track and slows them down. I follow. If we're lucky, it keeps the collectors from sensing your presence here, and gives us enough time to construct a means of contacting them permanently. Hang on. Remote portal access? These is mods. When did you... I was only here a few minutes ago. Time works on another scale in prison dimension, Donatello. From my perspective, it's been roughly 3 weeks. Man, sometimes I hate quantum physics. You can't mean that. Not really. It's just been about a month of long days and I'm ready for them to be over. Well, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but I had a simulation running to predict how long the others could successfully evade the collectors. I was hoping they would be finished sooner. Hang on. The simulation gives them less than a day. Can we warn them? We can communicate, but not instantaneously. It takes a great deal of power. I'd rather wait until the last possible moment, which as you notice won't be long. Well, in that case, let's get to work. Wow, so yeah, that was a pretty interesting crossover. So it's great to have the person who did the artwork on the original one come back to do it for this one. Quite cool. It's amazing to see Darius done and maybe potentially the Dark Tales sort of. So, but it's a really interesting issue, I'd say that. And quite surprised with some like the artwork for the dimensional hopping with like the 1990 movie Raphael in there. So I'm really interested to see what other dimensions they go to next. Yeah, that's gonna be it for today, guys. If you do like something, please share, like, subscribe, and all that stuff. Goodbye, yo, bye.